After explaining to Rachel what my new weekend plans involved and leaving her in a blur of organizational motion, I headed home to change. I packed an overnight bag of clothes, and exactly 1 hour after Cameron handed me his home address, I was walking up the steps to his house. It was nice. Very fucking nice. A newly renovated brownstone, little porch out the front. There was even a fucking tree. It was a little tree, but it was still a tree. Not many people living 10 minutes from Chicago's city center had trees in their front yards. Not many people even had front yards. Except for Cameron Fletcher. Figured. I paused before pressing the doorbell. Fucking hell. It was 5:10 on Friday afternoon, and my weekend was over before it began. I'd worked plenty of weekends, and nights, but not with someone who despised me. I sighed, mumbled, fuck it, and pressed the damn button. He opened the door almost immediately, like he was on the other side of the door listening to me hesitate. He was still dressed in work clothes, sans the jacket. His tie was pulled down, the top button undone. Fuck. There was no denying it. He was gorgeous. Beautiful, actually. Not really a word I use to describe men, but he was beautiful. As tall as me, lean, hazel eyes, alabaster skin, an artfully distressed mop of coffee-colored hair, and the most kissable pink lips. Yep, beautiful. He looked me up and down, his eyes fixing on my feet, and he coughed a little before standing aside to let me in. I looked down at my clothes. Jeans, t-shirt, jacket, and boots. Standard Lucas Hensley wardrobe. If he wasn't straight, I'd think he was checking me out. It wasn't like I hadn't checked him out before, many times. I mean, he was a man, a beautiful man, and I'm a hot-blooded gay man. I'm gonna look. It's a given. He stood there, at a loss of what to say. So I spoke instead. So, where are we gonna do this? Oh, he said. This way. And he led me through the first door off the hall. It was a living room. Very tastefully decorated, contemporary but lived in. Nice place, I offered. Yeah, thanks, he said quietly. I love it here. He waved his hand at the large square dining table where there were papers and files laid out with a laptop. I've started to set up here, he explained. But I need to get changed. Kitchen's through that door. He pointed to another door. Help yourself to whatever you want. Water, beer, soda. I'll just be upstairs. He turned and walked out the door we came through, and I called out, You want a drink? He was silent for a beat, but then yelled back, Just water for me. Then he added, Thanks. So I grabbed us both a bottled water and sat myself at Cameron's dining table. I tried not to look around his living room. I could see photos, but didn't focus on the people in them. I didn't want to be rude. Even I could respect boundaries. So I flipped through the files instead. I got about halfway through the client summary brief on Lurex when Cameron came back downstairs. This time I did check him out. He was only wearing jeans, a button-down shirt, and slip-on Italian loafers that probably cost more than my first car, but he looked different. Different as in not in a suit, no jacket, no tie. Cameron Fletcher in designer suits was fucking easy to look at, but seeing him go casual, well, it took the term easy on the eye to a whole new level. He cleared his throat, and I realized I'd been caught checking him out. I gave him a casual shrug, acknowledging my wandering eye, but certainly didn't apologize for it. Embarrassed and ignoring me completely, he sat in front of his laptop and started tapping at the board. Simona will be here soon, he said, looking fixedly at the screen in front of him. And Rachel, I informed him. They were getting everything organized when I left.